Hello to all you geeks and degenerates out there, and welcome back. And keeping to the theme, we are pretty much doing another Tarantino movie, and in my opinion, my personal favorite. And today I am your host, Jom, and I'm joined by Edwin and Enzo. How are you
Hello.
guys doing?
Good.
I'm I'm doing just fine, man. Like I'm vibing.
Oh, all right. Well, good. Great, good. But yeah, so first question, and I think Enzo, a lot of people already know this. How did you guys get introduced to Django Unchained?
Uh,
Let's start with Ed, since I already know Enzo.
well, I mean, I was just like looking for like shit to watch one day, man, and I was off doing a little Tarantino binge, and at the time, like Django Unchained had just come out. I was like, oh, I haven't seen this one yet.
Hmm.
So, and I do like Jamie Foxx, so I'm just like, all right, might be fun, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of
a
fun.
lot of fun.
How about you, Enzo? How'd you get introduced?
Uh, the honest truth is that I got introduced by one of the lists by Watch Mojo. That was the scene when Jamie Foxx goes, "I like the way you die, boy." I was like, "What is that? I need to watch that." So I did, and like all the both of you, I had a lot of fun with the movie, and it was my first Tarantino and Western too. So there we go.
All right. Uh, for me, yeah. How I got introduced to Django Unchained is, which I've already told people, is that Enzo introduced it to me. And as a good friend of Enzo, a really good friend, I tried the recommendation right away. Like yes, yeah, it's also one of my first like Tarantino movies that I really got into. I mean, I knew about Pulp Fiction and Kill Bill and Inglourious Basterds, but I never really took the time to try it out until I saw this, and I was like, I think I'm missing out on something. But yeah, thank God for Enzo for telling me to watch it and try it out. And those are like we were still on the high of replaying Red Dead Redemption 1, was it?
Or two, one or two after
No, it
watching.
was one. It was one.
Oh, yeah, one.
Yeah,
It wasn't the thing
yeah.
when it came out. Right.
But yeah. So let's begin with the story. So we pretty much begin with a very long intro, as Seb has mentioned. But yeah, and we pretty much meet our first character, which is Django, tied to a chain, and we meet Schultz, which is the god tier actor played by, uh, oh my god, what's his name?
Christopher Waltz.
Chris,
Christopher Waltz.
Christoph Waltz. Christoph
Christoph
Waltz.
Waltz.
Yeah.
Christoph Waltz. Yeah. Yeah, played by Christoph Waltz. And he chooses to parlay with his very, very racist people and pretty much blow their fucking heads off. Only one of them. The slaves took the rest.
Yeah.
And I don't know. From this entire movie, my first question to you guys about this movie is that who was your favorite character? Start with that.
Uh, fuck, man.
Because there is a lot.
Yeah. I mean, look, like as far as main characters go, like Django makes a pretty good fucking case, but honestly, Dr. King Schultz kind of a fucking badass. So I'm gonna have to go with Christoph Waltz himself.
All right. I would say that is the perfect pick. I'm
Yeah,
gonna say. How about you, Ed?
he's so fucking classy, man. Like, sick.
Yeah.
Mwah. Chef's kiss, all around.
Schultzkis.
Schultz kiss.
Schultzkis. How about you, Enzo? Who's your favorite character?
It's really hard picking a favorite character because there are four characters I really like, and then the other two we'll get to later. But like among the heroes, it's definitely Schultz. I do like Jamie Foxx, and I love his art from when he starts to where he ends. But Schultz is amazing, amazing played by Christoph Waltz, and this is the first movie I saw him act in. It's like my God, this guy is magnificent to watch. If there was a 6 hour cut of this movie, I would watch it.
Sorry, man, you heard it too.
Huh?
Nothing, man. I love you. We just
Nothing.
just go on.
Nothing.
But yeah, I'm pretty much on the same boat. Christoph Waltz stole every fucking scene
Absolutely.
as he was still alive. Yes, this is a spoiler talk, by the way.
It's always a spoiler talk with us. Like if you're not used to it by now,
What the fuck are you doing here?
And it's been
sorry.
9 years already.
If you're a new viewer, sorry, I guess. But also, it's been 9 years, like Enzo said. So like,
You should have watched it. But yeah, for me, it's Christoph Waltz. I don't know. I love the whole mentoring. I love the whole how polite he is, but yet, has skeletons in his closet. I don't know. I just really love that shit about him.
for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, I love the every scene that she steals, and knowing the fact that I don't know, Christoph Waltz is my favorite actor as of now. Nobody has topped him yet after seeing this. But yeah, going on. They go to Big Daddy and their Big Daddy's house, trying to find these three bounties that they were trying to look for.
Totally
I
forgot
cannot
they called
remember
him
the
Big Daddy.
Yeah, they call him Big Daddy.
I totally forgot about that. Oh man, Monsieur Candy.
Monsieur Candy. You gotta love the outrageous. You can tell the actors here had fun
Oh yeah.
making a parody of them older ancestors
For
and
sure.
how horrible they were.
Guaranteed.
Oh, yeah, man.
Guaranteed. And then we get to the scene where they hunt down those three bounties, and then we get to the KKK scene, which is the funniest fucking part of this fucking movie.
I can't see out of my bag.
How about you, Robert? Can you see? Nah, I can't see nothing at all.
I forgot Jonah Hill was part of it.
Jonah Hill was actually in this fucking movie.
Yeah, he was.
But she was like, I wish he was in here more. Then, sadly, he got blown up. But yeah, and this is where he pretty much discovers that Django's a crack shot after shooting the main leader, Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
But yeah, I gotta appreciate how period correct things are. I'm not really sure. I'm not a historian, but everything looked right as they were. Like
Yeah.
he really created the era properly, recreated it. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, like, other than a sense of realism, it was more a sense of immersion in the setting he was going for, right? So like again, like I'm not a historian, so I don't know how accurate it is from a historical standpoint, but like the thing Tarantino did right was immersing us in this world, right? And just it being, while not necessarily an accurate depiction of the time, it's more stylized, and it's all very consistent, and it just draws you in, man. Like,
yeah. How about you, Jens? Any thoughts on how they did the sets and shit like that?
As Evan said, this is very immersive, and that plays into the strengths of this movie. Like, I was so immersed watching the movie for this review that like time flew so fast, even though it was like 2 hours and 45 minutes. That I was like, oh shit, I'm in Candyland already. That was
it's 2 hours
fast.
45.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it was. I had to wake up
Yeah.
early to watch the movie just to be sure.
Damn,
Yeah,
it does
dude.
not feel like 2 hours 45.
Yeah.
It does not. It is too quick, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, like for me, I got really immersed, as Edwin has said, and I kind of put myself in Schultz's shoes. Try saying that 3 times fast. But
Shush,
Uh,
shush,
Sessions.
shush.
But yeah, like him being disgusted, being completely not being on board with the whole slavery thing, and seeing what these people are doing. Like he is like the modern day mindset of like, yeah, what they're doing is wrong, but the entire country's doing it.
Yeah.
And you could see the unease when slaves, start getting punished or some shit like that.
Yeah.
You're gonna say that?
And this is set. I think in the beginning it says this is set like 2 years before the Civil War.
Yep.
So things are the way they are because of that. Especially in the South of the United States.
Yeah, fuck. But yeah, and as we go on, Schultz recruits Django, seeing him as a crack shot, recruits him into the bounty hunting business, and they go on their adventures. Throughout winter, right? Throughout
Yeah.
winter, they start doing more and
Yep.
more bounty hunts, working their way to summer, and finally tracking down where how do you say your name again?
Hildy.
Broomhilda. Hildy. Broomhilda. I'm trying to go with the German name. Shut
Okay.
up. Broomhilda. Broomhilda.
Brunhilde.
Broomhilda. But yeah. Um, after their adventures, they track down their Broomhilda, or where she is, and they find out, shit, she's in Mississippi, which is the largest place of trade. What do you call it? Trafficking?
Slave trade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Slave trade. And and knowing the fact that, eesh, you having a black man as your chaperone, not a chaperone, a valet, and he's on a horse, is a really big no-no in the South. Hella big no-no. First time watching this, I was really uneasy. Like, are these people okay with him? Not sounding like them, but like, is he gonna be okay just being around them? Yeah. White people scared me.
Before we go on, you said this was a parody of the times they were in. But what I really love about this movie is that it never shies away from the brutality of this era too, especially against
Oh, yeah.
the African Americans.
For sure.
Yeah, dude, they put in signs of, somebody being hanged, whipping, somebody being eaten by a dog.
Hildy
A
being
lot of
whipped.
things.
It's like, oh Jesus.
Yeah. Like,
That shit was hard to watch.
Yeah.
again, it's less a parody more than it is like maybe a satire, or like I was saying earlier, a stylized depiction of the era where they take their artistic liberties, but they also, again, like, don't shy away from the subject matter of the movie, which I appreciate, because a lot of movies tend to kind of shy away from that kind of thing, right? And one thing I really appreciate about this movie is just how uh, like straight faced they approach the reality of the time, right? Because like
Hmm.
this was not a good time to, you know, be
Be
an
a person
African
of color.
American.
Yeah.
Yeah, be a person of color, and like shit was fucked up back then, and they did a really good job of showing that.
Too of a good job. Like, at some points I didn't know that this how harsh it was. Like, I was an ignorant little boy back in the day, and like, that's how bad it was.
Yeah,
Shit.
we were like 13, 14 guys.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
when we first saw this
Or
movie, so
like-
like maybe cut us a break.
Yes. We don't live in America. Well, actually, no. Now you do. Well, kind of near there.
Not exactly America. Well, I guess like more woke America.
More woke America.
There we go.
But yeah. And I gotta mention, because of the whole bounty hunting scene, they did a really fucking good job with stunt work and practical effects, especially like them putting the explosive blood packs underneath their clothes so it blows up and so it just looks like you're being shot to oblivion.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Like
I appreciate that.
yeah, like the production quality of this movie in general is fucking outstanding. As with like every Tarantino film, right? It's just
Yeah.
like it's all very triple A. from from props and makeup to lighting, cinematography, music, everything was on point, man. Like this movie is fucking beautiful. Like like it's an art piece, dog. Like no cap.
And speaking of music, holy shit though! Whoever picked the soundtrack for Django Unchained, top notch. I swear to God, top notch.
Props to you,
And
man.
putting like, yeah, like, or from time to time it would like be transition from Western music that you're accustomed to with spaghetti westerns, and then it'll switch to rap because it is about African Americans, which is like, okay, this is kind of sick.
Yeah.
And it really ties in well with gunfights as well. I gotta
Sure.
lie. Yeah. Oh shit. But yeah.
This movie just like manages to mix a lot of different elements together so well. Like again, like from with realism and stylized depictions of the era, to a serious action flick with um, the great comedic and dramatic elements, from like old timey Western music to like modern rap. Like it's a lot of good balance that not many movies can manage to find, but Django does it very well.
Yeah, I don't know how Tarantino doesn't make it feel jarring. I never feel when I watch a Tarantino movie, I never feel like when he does something crazy with a scene or does something crazy with a movie, he doesn't make it feel jarring, in my opinion.
Yeah, it feels very organic.
Yeah, and it seems very very fitting. Yeah, I like that. I really do like that.
He is
Any
a
thoughts, Enzo?
he is a maestro of his style,
Oh
and
yeah.
it's either you're in or you're out. But for those who are in, it's one of the best. He's one of the best filmmakers out there right now working. It's just a
Hmm.
shame that he plans to retire at 10. It's like, come on, man, do a couple more.
He's gonna retire at what?
10 movies.
Damn, that kind of sucks. I mean, it's fine, I guess. We can put it in the Hall of Fame. Hopefully, the Blu-rays won't go that expensive.
I
Hopefully, I
mean,
can buy all of them.
I mean, I mean, honestly, with everything Tarantino's done, like he deserves to retire whenever the fuck he wants to, man. Like you don't become one of the biggest directors in Hollywood for no reason.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus, leave off on a high note. Next thing you know, he starts making mediocre movies, and you don't want that. You don't want his career to end like that.
Right.
So I'm kind of okay with it. Dude deserves it. But yeah, where was I?
We're about to meet Candy. Calvin
Oh right,
Candy.
yeah, Calvin Candy. Yeah, they find out that Broomhilda is in Calvin Candy's farm. Should I call it farm?
Mansion Estate. Candyland.
Candyland, right?
Plantation.
Yeah, plantation. There we
There
go.
we
That's the
go.
word I was looking for. But yeah, she's in his plantation. They visit there disguised as a man who wants to buy a man who wants to get into Mandigo fighting and an expert at Mandigo fighting. Which is, I think, the plan would have got, in my opinion, the plan would have gone better if Schultz just went in by himself. Because I don't know, my opinion. But then again, we won't have this amazing movie if they actually did that. So, oh well. But yeah, and I don't know. For me, this entire time when Schultz and Django were trying to say infiltrate into this very big no-no place, I was on the edge first time watching this. Like, what is the point where Django breaks and Candy notices, like, oh, they're not the real deal. Shoot on sight. I'm like, shit. That was my feeling the entire time. How about you guys?
Um, this whole sequence, I said it's hard to pick a favorite character. It's because of the introduction of Steven and Calvin Candy, played by
Hmm.
DiCaprio and Samuel Jackson, because they're all four actors steal their own respective scenes, and when you put them in a room together, it's like oh my god, this is
This,
the best acting I've seen from all four of them, and it's some of the best acting in all of movies. Especially when Leo stamps his hand in the glass and keeps going. I was like, oh man, they did that. The dude is committed to his role.
yeah, I will say though, I am so glad he didn't have any shards of glass in his hand when he put his hand on Brumhilda's face. I was like, oh wait, are you sure you're not gonna cut it?
For Kerry Washington, it's like, please don't
Yeah.
hurt me.
Oh yeah, she was amazing as Brumhilda too, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the minute they got onto the plantation, like you could feel the tension in the air, and like once you get all four of them into that one room having a dinner, like that's just like electric, and that is so hard to get down, and it's really just a fucking testament to these actors and what they're capable of, and just the how much they're willing to commit to their role, and man, like it's one of my favorite scenes of all time. Like that entire dinner scene, I just fucking love it, man.
Because like it's legitimately scary because these people are fucking nuts.
Yeah,
And we'll talk about nuts later.
It's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I get it because these people, everybody who is the lighter color of skin has a superiority complex, and once you start going against it, and you have a person who is the same color but also has more of an open mind, and they're going against this brick wall, which is racism. It is a scary scene now because knowing that these two could die, and knowing Tarantino, he might actually do it.
Well,
And
he's
speak
100% he's gonna fucking do it.
Yeah.
100%, he fucking did it.
Oh man.
But yeah, yeah, they got caught knowing the actual objective is getting Broomhilda and not getting into Mandingo fighting.
By Steven. Steven figures it out.
But yeah, played by Samuel L. Jackson, which is also another character I was actually scared of. Like if I was I put myself in the shoes of those slaves. Well, not completely, but yeah. But I'll be scared knowing that that house slave, the head of all the slaves, who is a kiss ass to the white people, can rat you out and like get you whipped or stuck in a hot box.
It's like
That shit scares the shit.
Calvin is despicable, but Steven's more despicable. It's like, are you fucking kidding me with this guy? It's like, do you not see how he's treating your people? It's like, why are you
Oh,
such
exactly.
a kiss ass?
See, here's the thing, like Sam Jackson and Leo's character, like they're both despicable, but Samuel Jackson's character is a fucking coward.
That's fucking true. Like, this man has done so fucking much to your own people, but yet you still cry at his funeral? How weird.
Well,
I don't know.
I mean, that's also like kind of the other side of racism, right? Like of the time, is because again, like I'm not a fucking historian. If I'm wrong, I don't fucking like shoot me in the comments. But there were these people of color that did live in the house and lived rather comfortable lives. And if I'm not mistaken, like in history, when when slavery was abolished, like there was like there's a reason there was such a large pushback from the southern states. It's because there were those African Americans that were treated well, like within the
Okay.
house, and didn't want to lose that way of life because like suddenly they were unemployed, right? Suddenly they had to fend for themselves instead of being taken care of.
Alright. Yeah. Okay, to be honest, I
Like
didn't know that.
again, like I could be wrong. Like I that's like I think how it went. But again, if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. I would love to have a discussion about this. Like,
Yes.
it's just very interesting to me.
But I mean,
Yeah.
it does make sense, though. Like, Steven does live comfortably. He does sit on the chair and drink bourbon,
Probably.
Yeah.
what you call it. Yeah. With Calvin Candy. As if they were somewhat families. Yet, a little bit lower. But, yeah, I could see why there will be a little bit more of a pushback when it came to slavery. Because some were treated well than compared to the others.
And
Um,
even
Go on.
sorry, I was going to say, even
Sure.
if he was treated well, there's still this essence of when he's talking to Leo when he first arrived at the house. He's like, "Why do I have to do this?" And he's like, "You don't have to know why. Just do what I tell you. Because
Hmm.
you're my slave. I tell you what to do.
Yeah.
You don't get to question why."
And I will say, they gave a lot of white people the N-word pass in this movie. It was so like, damn. I hope they're okay with that.
I'm,
For sure, yeah.
I'm sure for sure.
Yeah, yeah. It's a movie about that kind of time, and
Yeah, I mean, welcome to art, dude. Like,
yeah.
I'm glad they didn't shy away from it.
Yeah.
'Cause, like
Dude,
that was
I don't.
that was the reality of this situation, right?
Yeah, racism,
Like
but yeah.
it's why that's why it's such a taboo word today because it was used so haphazardly back then, right?
Right,
Used so
right.
carelessly that it's become ingrained in this kind of history. So, like, I'm glad they didn't shy away from it. I'm glad they confronted it for like what it is, and if it made people uncomfortable, good. It's supposed to make you feel uncomfortable. That's the point.
Yeah. Hey, it made me uncomfortable. I was like, damn, can't say that. Then they say it again. I'm like, damn, you can't say that.
And if they didn't do that, they would be more fire would rain upon them. It's like, how dare you shy away from this era, the brutality
Exactly.
of this
And
era.
plus, knowing Tarantino, dude does not shy away from shit.
Yeah.
Dude
Man
does.
doesn't half-ass things.
Nah, he goes in face first. He doesn't care what the people would say. I
Yes.
know that much about Tarantino. And yeah, after the dinner scene, sadly they get caught, and you can see Calvin Kenny gloating, knowing that he won against Schultz. And Schultz, being a sore loser, just had to do him in. And then he gets shot.
Well,
Which,
he was a sore loser. Calvin was an abysmal winner in
an
Schultz's work.
abysmal winner.
Yeah.
I love that though. You, sir, are a sore loser. And you, sir, are an abysmal winner. I'm like, oh. I love how Schultz talks, by the way. It is very English. But everybody in the West are like, speak English. He is. Y'all just too dumb.
Speak American.
Speak American. It's like, the man is, and he's speaking way better than you guys. I love that divide from
Yeah.
them. Like, you can tell that there's a little bit more brain cells with this one compared to the other rest. But yeah.
That is the saddest moment in the movie for me. It's like, no Schultz.
Dude, first time watching it, I'm already like, up. I aspire to grow old as like this man. Besides the killing.
Sure.
But yeah, I was like, then I see that scene, I was like, how am I gonna go on with this movie? And don't worry, it goes well. It does go well. It does end well. But yeah, this scene really breaks my heart. Yeah, thoughts on it?
Rest in peace, Schultz. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, like honestly, like when they step onto the plantation, like you know it's coming, like I saw it coming, like when you saw how things went, and then you saw how the dinner goes, like this is not going to end well. People are gonna die. Schultz is probably gonna be one of them. Like,
Yeah.
didn't make
Yeah,
it
the
suck any less, but
Schultz was too good for this world, I will say.
Yes.
No matter how many people he has killed. But I do love the one dialogue that he has with Calvin Kenny, where they discuss, oh, you're a fan of the Three Musketeers and its author. What's the name of the author again?
Alexander Dupont.
Yeah, Alexander Dumont. And well, Calvin Kenny pretty much says softy for Frenchie. And Crystal Falls goes, he's black. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Was this Calvin Kenny pretty much named the slave after the main character because, oh, it's such an amazing character. And knowing the fact that the actual writer's black kind of stops Candy in his shoes. I'm like, ha. I don't know, that part was satisfying. But then again, he does die, sadly. And Jamie Foxx gets caught, and then hung upside down. First time watching this, I saw this. I didn't watch it in theaters. I'm sorry, but I watched this on HBO, and they did not show Jamie Foxx's pecker. I was so shocked. I was like, "Whoa, there it is!"
Can we go?
No, God,
there it is.
Tarantino could do this.
Can we go back a bit and talk about the amazing shootout before he gets caught, though? Because that
right.
shit is
Holy
amazing.
shit, I forgot. That shit was John Woo style, man.
Yeah.
If you've watched like John Woo movies, where the guy who gets shot outside of the door then uses him as a cushion when he falls and shoots the guy at the doorway. I was like, that shit was sick.
Oh man. Well, we know now that Django has a lot of red eye stored. Sorry, dead eye stored in him. Eats a lot of chewing tobacco or smokes a lot of cigarettes. Because goddamn, that scene is amazing. I like the realism too, where it's like the scene with the two revolvers. He cocks the hammer back and then poof, cocks the hammer back on the other end and poof. It's like I love the added realism to that. It's not like unlimited ammo. It's not so fantastical that it's unreal. There's still a sense of reality to it. But
Him
it's amazing
shooting,
execution.
dropping a gun that's empty. I love
Yeah.
that shit. Yeah. Yeah. How about you, Edwin? What was your favorite part of that fucking scene?
Again, like I just love that entire fucking sequence, man. Like from the dinner to the shootout, like, just absolute gold for me, man. Like I don't know what to tell you, like.
But yeah, and especially they mixed in again modern rap within the shootout, and it mixes so fucking well.
It's beautiful.
I was like, yeah, it was sad that we see some servants die, ish.
Oh.
But I will say, I do love that one scene where the guy on the floor keeps getting shot. Like no matter where they're facing, the bullet goes down and just shoots him in the kneecap.
Stop lifting your leg, you jackass!
Even Django misses and shoots him in the other leg. I was like, why won't you just die?
Yeah, like honestly, dude, just like at that point, just die. Like
Exactly.
Just accept the L.
it'd be easier. Just take the L, bro. Just lie down and die.
And God, how many men did it take? Like 20 men just to stop Django.
I want to say 20, yeah.
I want to say 20. And
Well,
the people surrounding the balcony.
And you ran out of ammo, unfortunately.
Yeah, there was also that.
Yeah.
And yeah, he gets hung upside down. Gets captured, gets hung upside down. Walton Goggins touching his pecker.
Cecil.
And nearly Cecil, yeah, from Incredibles.
Invincible.
Invincibles. I know my shit. And putting a hot knife in the place where.
My first reaction, like, oh my god, please don't show this. Please don't show this. Please don't show me the guy cutting off Django's. Please, yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. You don't need to explain yourself.
Did you really have to screech like that, man?
Well, that's my first reaction watching the movie. Like,
Well, motherfucker, for us filming, I have you guys all on like high volume. Motherfucker, you made me go deaf.
sorry. But thankfully, he doesn't have his thing clip. He sent to the mining thing, right?
Yeah. Because usually people get clipped. Usually bleeds out within 7 minutes, as Samuel L. Jackson said. And instead, he's gonna go to the was this? I forgot the name of the mining company.
Little Dicky? I forgot too.
Did you say Little Dicky?
Yeah, I think it's somewhere along those lines.
Isn't that a rapper?
Quinty.
I don't think so.
Little Quinty
Little
something.
Dicky is a rap. I remember Little Dicky is a rapper, but okay.
I don't know.
But yeah. And he pretty much gets transported there by the man himself, Tarantino, playing an Australian, an immigrant Australian.
What do you think of Tarantino as an actor?
Dude, he was good. First time watching this, I didn't know who Tarantino was or what he looked like. I knew his movies, but I never knew what he looked like. And this guy blended so well. And I'm just saying, thank God Django can lie. Because holy shit, that was a really good lie. And I was like, oh, here's the gun. Oh, why thank you? Oh, don't drop it because I just realigned the sights and it's perfect. Oh, good to know. Bam, 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 boom. I'm like, okay. Man works quick.
Django an ice cold motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, that's real gangster. As same with I do love that Tarantino goes out carrying the pack of dynamite, reaches for his gun and just blows up. That shit was so fucking funny.
It was.
Yeah. And then we get to Django going off and pretty much killing every person that's connected to Candy. And
my favorite fucking scene.
dude, this shack that that one slave got eaten by the dogs. He goes back to that one.
Oh man, yeah.
I love it.
I was like, here we go.
The guy in the tub.
They didn't show this in HBO.
I wonder why.
I forgot what he said. It was like, "It's D'Artagnan, motherfuckers!" And then he busts down the door, starts shooting everybody, especially the guy in the tub. Who gets up? I'm like, why do you have to get up? Just raise your hands. But he gets up, and then Jamie Foxx aims for the specker as well. I'm like, God damn it!
What do you get up
And you
without
see
a
that thing blow
gun?
up. Just saying, you see that thing blow up.
Why do you get up without a gun, you idiot? Have a fighting sense.
He was taking a bath.
It's just funny.
Yeah.
It is a funny scene.
That scene was so beautiful, though. I don't know. I love it. I love it when somebody just bursts into a room, one shots everybody, and yeah, sneaks in back into Candy, and the family comes back from Candy's funeral, and damn, just an added little bit of disrespect. You see Django wearing Candy's clothes. It's like, there's no maroon suit in me. I'm like, yeah, it does.
It does.
Hell yeah, it does, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. This scene was, in my opinion, slow but beautiful.
Yeah.
Because to the slaves that were, pretty much close to him, close to Candy, but not as close as the head slave,
Mm-hmm.
he let him go. But for his sister and Walton Goggins' group, nah. Especially Steven. Well, what are you guys' thoughts on the last scene, especially the one in the cottage in the woods, where he shoots that guy in the bathtub? Yeah, let's start over with Edmund.
I mean, the last scene, like, man, like, look, Django Unchained is one of my favorite movies of all time. That's for good reason. And the entire final sequence, the entire final half hour, 45 minutes, that's the best part, baby.
The most bloodiest part, actually. Shit.
Yeah. It just does everything so right, man. Like, from the writing to the fucking action to the music to the shooting to the lighting to the cinematography, just mwah.
Again, they're using really good music for the shootouts.
Thank God for John Legend.
He always does it right. Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Was it John Legend in that one?
I think it was.
Yeah, it was. Well, yeah, thoughts on it, Enzo?
From the shack to the house, it's one of my favorite closings of any movie. Especially the whole when he comes out singing, it's like you're gonna see Calvin sooner, much sooner than you expected. Throws out his gun and intentionally just injures Walton Goggins and just plays with him for a bit.
my favorite lines is there.
Last time I saw you had.
You wanna do?
You wanna do that?
You do it, dog. You do it, dog.
Last time I saw you have your hand on my shoots his dick out and it's spraying everywhere.
Like, damn you, Django!
The D is silent.
Hey!
D silent, I love that shit.
Do you laugh when Steven is crying out in pain and Django just delivering his lines?
That is what did Django say? Oh, you've seen thousands of slaves get the worst. The worst. But yeah, have you ever had somebody blown their kneecaps off? I was like, shit. That shit's the worst, actually. But getting your kneecaps blown off, not that I would know.
Sure.
But yeah, that shit was satisfying. Again, this scene, the build-up that Tarantino does, he shows us so much bad shit that these people have done. And that people do and say. And gives us a beautiful payoff. Pretty much giving us a bloodbath of these horrible people getting what they deserve.
Django's retribution is just so... Tarantino just makes it feel so worth it, man.
I love it, man.
Like, it's fulfilling. Like, it's a fucking spiritual experience, dog.
Yeah. Sticks dynamite in the house, blows it up, leaving Steven and everybody else in it I don't know about the other slaves.
Yeah,
Hopefully they weren't there.
and then
Hopefully.
them just showing that final shot of like the house going down in flames, and just Django looking back at the camera with with sunglasses and a cigar in his mouth, like,
Yeah, I was like,
mm,
Hell yeah.
you badass
mm.
motherfucker, you huh?
Go
you
ah,
huh?
galing mo ah. Go
You
ah.
huh?
But yeah, I will say that shit was sexy. Him on a horse showing off to his wife. I'm like, damn, I wish I would be that sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, and we pretty much concluded on the movie. And what would you guys rate this movie? Start with
And
Edwin.
oh, me. Well, I already said that Django is one of my favorite movies of all time, and honestly, like, it's just I can't find a single thing I don't like about this movie, and it's something that I will remember, like, probably for like the rest of my fucking life, and it's something that's very much influenced me as an artist and like, just creatively and as a person, right? And I just love this movie so much, man. 10 out of 10.
Damn, okay, that's a half fucking rating. How about you, Enzo?
Um, the best thing you can do right now after you watch the movie, if you have it, you can play Red Dead 2, so you can stay in the West forever.
Actually, yeah, same. I was like, I popped up Red Dead as well after I watched this.
Or
Uh,
honestly, just watch Django Unchained again.
yeah,
Actually, to be honest, it is rewatchable.
Yeah, like
As long
I'm
as it is, it doesn't feel like it's long.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I, with all the actors, the amazing action, the amazing dialogue, everything about this movie is amazing. Like Edwin, I can't find a single thing that I don't like. So I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10 as well.
Yeah, it's a 10 out of 10 for me as well. I can't disagree with you guys. I can't find anything wrong. Sure, there are nitpicks with like, oh, how they could have gone through it, but I'm like, I don't care. You guys showed me an amazing character who I aspire to be when I'm old. You showed me great action, great choreography, special effects, more like practical effects, and an amazing story. And seeing people get what they deserve, very, very satisfying. So yeah, it's a 10 out of 10 for me. But yeah. And final question for you guys: what is, besides Django Unchained, is your favorite form of Western media? Like video games or movies, any other Western that you guys like?
Hmm. Well, if we're talking video games, then there's not really much to pick from, right?
Yeah,
like,
it's only
it's like
one.
yeah, it's like Red Dead.
Yeah.
But in terms of other movies, I don't know if it counts as a western, but Gran Torino, Clint Eastwood
Hmm.
is a really good one. Like it's sort of a western, I guess, but like not
Somewhat
really.
modern
But
Western, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like a modern western.
Hmm.
It's another like really good film that I really enjoyed.
How about you, Enzo?
Um, as Edwin said, and as you have pointed out, for video games, there's only Red Dead for me. For movies, two are Unforgiven, which is, if Django Unchained is the Suicide Squad, then Unforgiven is BVS in terms of tone. And the other one I would go with is No Country for Old Men. It's a modern western. It's a modern western, but with trucks. You know,
With trucks and killer Antonio Banderas. Antonio
Yeah.
Banderas. Wait, no, it was a shit. Fuck, I forgot the name of the actor from Skyfall.
Fuck, I forget, man.
I forgot as well.
Yeah,
But that guy, he's amazing.
to our
Anton
viewers,
Sugar.
if
I don't know the actor's
Excuse me?
name. Anton Sugar. I forgot
what?
the character's name. Javier
Jesus
Bardem. There
Christ.
we go.
Javier Bardem. Motherfucker. No,
It
this
took
is
me a while.
embarrassing.
Look, actually, like to our viewers, if you know any good Western games, let us know in the comments, man. Like
Yes, please.
I'm
Yeah.
down for that shit, dog.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah. I also recommend The Good and Bad and the Ugly.
Ooh.
That
Yeah,
is a
but
really good Western film.
that's a classic.
Yeah, and especially for Django Unchained, I think would be a modern classic.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure,
And
that's
yeah.
100%.
Anyway, this is the end of the review or the discussion or deep dive. Edwin, where can they find you?
As always, you can find me on twitch.tv/Yurdi. We're gonna do. I just came back from hiatus with my raid group on Final Fantasy 14, so we're gonna be doing a lot more exciting shit. So stay tuned. If you haven't already, check it out. It's a pretty chill stream. Get up to some stupid shit, but it's all good fun. If you haven't checked us out already, check out our Facebook page. Facebook.com/Geeks and Degenerates, where we post a bunch of shit from news articles to live streams sometimes, and we have a lot more stuff in the works. So
Yeah, hopefully, I could join you in those streams with Final Fantasy 14
absolutely.
because this motherfucker got me hooked. How about you, Enzo? Where can they find you?
I mean, Final Fantasy 14 is critically acclaimed, you know.
Get a fucking PC first, man.
Yeah, shut up. You don't deserve to say that. Get a good PC
I
first.
mean, I'm saying it's fine. It is critically acclaimed. Everybody knows this. And I'm jealous that you guys are into it. I really want to join you guys. So, but yeah,
Get a PC, man.
you can find me on IG and Twitter, links down below. You can also find us in our Discord group. Have fun with us. Hang out with us if you want to.
And comments, please recommend some stuff for Enzo to build his PC. so he can play with us. But yeah, you can find me at John at Instagram, GOM, all caps. I am an artist and I do like to draw. Anyway, this has been our video. And to all you geeks and degenerates, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Ciao.